My dad always told me, you go out, you put an honest day's work in, you work hard, and you'll always have work. That's how I've taken my steps in life, and it's been with me this whole time. Lowriding for me started at an early age. We would go to my cousin's house, and one day we're sitting there watching TV, and he's like, hey, I want to show you guys something. So I go out there, and there's this shiny blue car. So he gets in the seat, and then all of a sudden I see him doing something inside the car, and then the back of the car is going up and down, and I was just like, wow, what the heck is that? That is, I think, where lowriding for me began. I have a 1958 Chevrolet Impala Convertible. It has a full candy multicolor paint job. The base coat is a candy gold sunset with multiple colors, blues, purples, greens, oranges, tangerines. We wanted this car to really stand out, make it loud, but also come out of the box and use colors that a lot of people were not using at the time. So my engine is a LS1 with a fully polished aluminum block. It has paint to match, fully custom made parts. Everything is just detailed the same way that the outside of the car has been built. So the wire wheels are a custom 120 spoke made by LA Wire Wheels, fully engraved by Ernon from Engrave It. The spokes were painted to match the color of the car, Zenith knockoffs, and custom chips that were made and designed by us at CNC Customs. So the interior was equipped with a 1967 Buick Riviera bench bucket seat combination. We used a bone-colored leather interior with alligator highlights. The dash was also painted to match the car, which would flow from the dash onto the hood. Inside the trunk lid is molded with a mural by Sammy De Leon. The underside of the hood is also molded with murals, and around the murals, the painter did all his graphics to border the murals. The entire trunk is fiberglass, molded and painted to match the exterior of the car. The hydraulics were all custom made by CNC Customs. Everything was designed on an AutoCAD system, and everything was machined with aluminum. We made custom tanks, custom motor covers, custom blocks. It's fully engraved. It was a complete O-ring system, no pipe threads on the system at all. My car is called the Final Score. I had purchased the car from a friend of mine. When I purchased the car, it was a project. It was going to need complete body work from front to back. It couldn't have been a bigger project than what I took on, but because of the car, because of the pricing, it was something that I really wanted to get and then take on that challenge. Previously, I'd had a 3-time Lowrider of the Year perfect score, 1958 Impala hardtop. When it was fully retired on the way home, we had an accident where the car had gotten totaled. So at that point in time, everyone said, hey, Chris, you know, you built a great car and perfect score. Now you got to outdo yourself. You got to do the final score. You got to build this car, you know, in name of the perfect score. So that's when, you know, I finally said, you know what, let's do it. The process of the final score was about 4 years. During the 4 years, everybody had a hand on getting this car done, but the only time the car ever left my shop was to get the paint. Every other piece of that car was done in my garage. The whole car was assembled at my shop. The interior was put in at my shop. it didn't leave and go to like various shops all over to have different people do stuff. I was born in San Pablo, California. My dad was a master's electrician, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. My mom and dad split up when I was probably about 2 years old, and then it was just me and my mom for 3 or 4 years. Then she had gotten remarried to my stepfather, and that's when we moved to Vacaville, California. So growing up, me and my dad's relationship was not strong. I would see him maybe 2-3 times a year, you know, holidays. During the summer breaks, I would go to my grandma's house and stay there for a week at a time, and he would come visit. You could only do what you could do when you don't live with him. But when he did start his electrical contracting business, when I was 18, he asked if I wanted to come work with him, and that's really when our relationship started. I got to really know him, he got to really know me. It was something that my life needed that I didn't have. That was a nice time in my life to really get to know him. It kind of helped fulfill that spot, you know, that was missing. You know, I remember he always tell me, he said, you know, Chris, as soon as you graduate from your apprenticeship, I want to semi-retire and I want to start, you know, handing over the business to you. I want you to take over. Him and a good friend were hunting out at Lake Berryessa. They were on a real windy road, and the truck just went down like 80, 90 feet down an embankment. Losing him during that time when our relationship was getting to know each other, instead of just, you know, folding the cards down, I kept my head up. I followed in his footsteps in his direction. I had an advanced start before I got into the union, you know. So when I got into the union, people were surprised how much that I actually knew and what I can do. I was 22 years old when I started the electrical apprenticeship program. It was a 5-year program. It was a great opportunity. It was great learning experience. You know, the business was lost, but you know, I finished my schooling. I'd had an offer on the table to run a business for Fite Corporation. So I've been general managing Superior Electric now for 25 years. I really enjoy the control side of the electrical work. You know, really thinking about how to make things work, how to make things operate. What I like to do is what I do, and you know, I've never stopped doing the electrical work, and I've never stopped doing the cars, and it's just something I love to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I think one of the biggest things that I learned from my father was just how to be a good worker, how to be a smart worker. I was very grateful that we got to fill that void that I didn't get growing up.